All right, so speaking of other people's business that no one should be concerned about, Kimberly Kardashian West, known as Kim K, Miss Kanye West. Why do we know every moment and time step about these people? Like, what's the cover up? What is it that they're supposed to be distracting us from? And for those who don't know, she was recently in Paris, and I'm not too sure if it was like a fashion week or something. And she lives out there. Of course, I'd imagine when you have a bunch of money, you probably have houses everywhere. And she has a house out there. So, of course, knowing damn near every move that they make, she was robbed. And that one thing I didn't know was apparently she was like held hostage and like duct taped and all this shit, which makes me wonder, like, where the fuck was the film crew at? Are they filming this? Is that going to be a made for TV movie? One of the dope things that I thought that came from it, even though it's obviously no joking matter, was when apparently there was a concert that Kanye was having, and as soon as he heard the word from his manager, who apparently was trying to get his attention, he was kind of being swatted away. Once they broke down the news, he was like, all right, well, shit, I can't do this. I can't be here. I had to go, console my wife, which I thought was honorable. But, like, in the same way, I'm just wondering, like, and I mentioned this a second ago, like, what are we being distracted from? What more important event is going on that we're kind of putting that off to the side so that we could focus on this? I mean, even with shit, and this is a stretch, but even like with the Robin Black Vagina show, like so much of it it seems retarded. And I caught a few episodes because my kids just came over and wanted to binge watch some of them, and yeah, I can't lie, some of it was entertaining. I definitely was fucking with my phone as the shit was on, but like I really like watching it for the sheer fact of being able to talk shit, being able to catch all the moments where it just seems stupidly scripted. And there's just a lot of instances where you're like, this bitch don't talk like that. Like, not to say that, any race of people cannot speak a particular way, because some would say that, I think you don't pronunciate their R's, or every fucking beaner says SA, or, something stereotypical that, it can be funny, haha, whatever the hell like that, but really has no horse in the carriage, or however that shit goes. And a lot of it just seems ridiculous. And I was like, man, if I can make like a fucking drinking game, like where you take a shot every time there's a cliche or some kind of dramatic pause, or just something that's hella awkward, or something where you're just like, man, that was supposed to go by the book, but when, totally be awry. If there was a shot game for that, I'm telling you, basic bitches around the world will be drunk off their ass. Fucking hashtag the return of Bill Cosby. I mean, in all serious though, back to the robbery thing. So much of me wants to think, okay, this shit was orchestrated. If for some reason we needed to gather up a bunch of sympathy. Maybe Kanye wanted to get out of the show. Maybe they wanted to just kind of create more distillness and Perry. Maybe they want to, I don't know what the Armenian Muslim roots fucking wanted to stand up against the bullshit that ISIS had come up with. I have no reason why they would want to fake something like this, other than that, all publicity is good publicity. But I'm just trying to think of the tie-in. Was the news that just slow? Like, say, what is it that we're kind of giving the, sleight of hand movement trick, fucking Jedi mind trick, fucking bullshit on the stick, fucking maneuver? And I'm wondering, okay, so if this did happen, could it have been an inside job? Was this something? I mean, which it technically wouldn't be all that difficult, because, like I said, we know every movement. We know what state they're in. Matter of fact, the moment that the bitch landed back in LA, I'm getting some kind of news alert update, which I definitely didn't fucking sign up for, so I don't know why the fuck Google thinks they give a fuck in that essence. But they're telling me Kim K just landed in her Los Angeles home, first visit since, the Paris robbery. And I'm just like, man, like, that's such bullshit. And let's say, if it wasn't staged, without sounding really fucked up, why wasn't the bitch raped? Why wasn't there like a ransom of sorts? I mean, was this just simply like I don't know, some kind of honor amongst thieves, or like, no, we don't want to hurt them. We just know that they have more than what they need, so we're gonna rid her of that and send her along her way. In which case, I mean, you'd figure Democrats would be more on the rise, and we'd be taxing against the rich and not, giving so many tax benefits. And again, she's not a political figure, more so, I guess you could say a TV personality or a personality in general, since she kind of stemmed from, the likeness or popularity of fucking being in a goddamn sex tape, which I'm not too sure if most actually know. Like, I'm wondering, people who watch her nowadays, like, do they stem that from it? Do they stem it back to, okay, well, she was a daughter of a famous attorney who had died, but the wife kept marching on and was able to, find herself an Olympic athlete, and who then, just then became a woman. Like, what's the tie-in? And I wonder, when people think of anybody, do they actually think of that past? And is the only way that your ass can be bitten by the past if you're a political figure? Which, I mean, we know really doesn't matter, since we have fucking a lying bitch and a piece of shit, running against each other. But I guess that's a different topic for another time. I mean, will this be a thing to where this will be another reason to fight against ISIL? To take credit. Will this be another way to not want to, another fight against guns? Self-empowerment. Which, I mean, this didn't happen in the States, so that'd be a whole nother deal. And that definitely will be a topic that will come up later on, as far as our domestic terrorist threats. I'm mad confused as to why they did this move. And I just want to know. Don't really care. I just would like to know the truth. I don't know if that means anything. Now,